I thought I would share with you guys my fake tan routine, because in my last video, not my last video, what am I on about? In one of my haul videos, which I'll put on the screen now for you, I had so many comments asking what tan was I using, etc. And I've been meaning to do this for a while. I know there's so many tan routines on YouTube, and I feel like if you just put it on and then you wash it off in the morning and bob your uncle, you know? I think it just depends on what one you use, and obviously how you apply it as well, but the preparation I'd say is the most important bit. So what I do firstly before I fake tan, the day before, usually in the morning or the night before the night I'm gonna tan, because I tan at night and just sleep in it, I will get in the shower and I will shave my whole body and exfoliate like crap. So first I'll just use a normal body wash and then shave my legs. I shave my arms as well when I'm fake tanning, just because I feel like tan goes better on your skin when there's like no hair or anything. And also because I have fairly light hair, if my arm hairs grow back, it's not like really bad, but I know some people have a problem with that if you have dark or thick hair. So once I have shaved my whole body, I exfoliate, and lately I've been using the Body Shop Olive body scrub. I love this, it's so good, it smells amazing. Yes! And I'll cover my whole entire body in this, and I will also use exfoliating gloves. If you're someone who fake tans or someone who has like dry skin and needs to exfoliate a lot, you need some of these. Like, they are literally essentials. You can get the ones from Primark, which are like £1 for, I think it's £1 for 2 pairs. I might be wrong, but these ones are from Asda, and I've had these for like a really grotesque amount of time, but they still work, and I ain't getting rid of them until there's like a hole in them, so you know. If you don't know what these are, you probably do. They're just like rough gloves, and you stick them on, and when you go over your skin with them, it exfoliates, gets rid of all the dead skin. And what I like to do is really concentrate on the elbows and knees and around my ankles and stuff, because you'll find that is where fake tan tends to cling to. So once I've done that, it's usually the morning before I'm gonna tan, so I spend that whole day being pale as fuck, which is okay, it's only one day out of the week, and pale skin looks really nice on some people, but I feel like I just look like I'm about to pass out, and also my hair is so light, I hate it. You'll know what I mean if you're a regular fake tan user or like sunbed user, or you go away a lot and it's, you know, you're always tanned. When you get pale, you're like, oh my god, I can't deal with this. Anyway, so I usually do it the morning before I'm gonna fake tan, and I come out of the shower and all I moisturise are my knees, my elbows, around my feet and around my wrists, and sometimes my hands as well. Ow. Because like I said, those are the areas a tan really clings to, and you want it to look as even as possible. I can't always get it to like not cling to my elbows or my knees. I mean, right now I have a really dark knee, but sometimes it happens, it's fine. So I'll just moisturise those areas, and also my face is normal. I just use my normal face wash, normal moisturiser. I do use my normal body tan on my face, but you don't have to. You can just get a darker foundation, or you can use like a special one for your face, but I just use the normal one on my face. And then I just go about my day as usual, and then before I go to bed is when the routine begins. For a long time I was using my St. Moritz. This has been around forever. I think it first came out in like a spray bottle, and I did have that when I was about maybe 14 or 15. I remember using it, and it did really work for me. It was the first time I'd ever used a tan, and it didn't streak, and I really liked it. But mousse formula is my favourite, and I feel like that's the most popular these days, because it does give you a nice even tan, you know. So this is actually the tan I was using in that video, and I still use this sometimes, and I love it. I swear by it. It's like $4.99. You can get it at Boots, Home Bargains. I think you can even get it in Primark these days. Not 100%, but you can get it in loads of places, and I think you can get it like worldwide. I've seen people do like American and Australian reviews on this as well, so it's pretty easy to get your hands on. I'll put a link down below for you. And I have always used the tanning mousse in dark. I'm really pale. I have to use the colour Porcelain in my foundation when I haven't got any tan on. Like, I'm really pale. I'm anemic, and yeah, pale as heck. And I've always used the dark shades of tans. I just feel like you get a much more olive colour and like with a green undertone instead of an orangey one, because with the medium ones I feel like they're more orangey based. Maybe that's just me, but that's what I find. Yeah, the dark ones are so much nicer to wear, even though when you first apply it you might think, whoa, I'm really dark, but it's nice, it's a good colour. I do usually use that tan, but recently, I know, I have joined the Bondi Sands Club. I have the colour Ultra Dark. This is the darkest one that they do, I do believe, and this is like way more expensive, but it is so good. I've only used this twice, but literally my tan lasted so long, and it wasn't streaky at all until the very last day. You'll realise when it's coming to like a week after you've tanned, it starts to get kind of streaky and weird, but this did it on literally the last day, the day I was exfoliating it off anyway, so I love this. I literally love this. So what I do is I take my fake tan on a tanning mitt. I have billions of these. You can get these anywhere as well. They just look like this. This, in my opinion, is the best way to apply a tan. You just stick your little hand in there. Hey guys. And this smells of this tan. This actually has a coconut scent, which is so nice. The same where it doesn't have that like weird, like gross fake tan smell, but it does smell like fake tan, if you know what I mean. But it's not like other tans I've had before. I shake the mousse up, and I'm not going to squirt any of this out because I'm not putting it on at the moment. But usually I do 2 to 3 pumps on each part of my body. So I'll do 2 pumps for the bottoms of my legs, 2 pumps for the tops of my legs, and then 2 pumps for my whole arm, and blah blah blah. You'll find out how many pumps works for you depending on like how big your body parts are or how much you want to put on at one time. I always start at my legs, and then I do my back, this arm, my stomach, my chest and everything, and then I do this arm, and then I do my face last. So you just want to make sure you blend it in circular motions. The directions are on the backs of tans anyway, so stuff like that is quite, you know, self-explanatory. Blend it in circular motions and just keep going until it's all blended in. I tend to try and be more careful around my knees and my elbows. I just kind of go over those the last swipe before I'm finished doing that body part, just so you're not putting a lot of tan like right on your elbow, because it's really hard to avoid the orange elbow situation, trust me. Same thing with my knees. For hands and feet, everybody says this, but try not to just apply like direct tan to your hands and feet. Do kind of the bottom of your legs, and then with what you have left over on the sponge, just wipe it over your feet. That way it will be less patchy, because your feet again tend to get darker and it's really annoying. With my hands, again, I just take what's left on the mitt. I think I said sponge just now, didn't I? Wipe over and make sure I get in all the creases so you don't get like a strange line, and then I'll go over my fingers, and then I kind of bend my hand like this so it gets in all the creases and you don't get weird, like, you know what I'm saying. Then when it comes to my face, I do moisturize my face before I fake tan. Like I said, I don't moisturize any other parts of my body apart from the dry areas, but I do moisturize my face because you don't want your face looking really dark. And I know makeup covers it, but I just like to be a little bit more light-handed with the tan on my face. Plus I feel like your face gets washed a lot more than the rest of your body, so you know, especially taking off makeup and stuff, like the tan comes off on your face a lot easier. Sometimes I just use the mitt and like dab a tiny little bit and I just rub it all in. There's no like special way of me doing it. I make sure I get my ears and all that. I'll either use one of these or I'll use a makeup brush. I have like an old makeup brush that I don't use anymore, and I just use that to blend in the tan, and that works really well. One thing I forgot to mention is how I do my back. Now I know this is a struggle for a lot of people, but I figured out a way, and this is the way I will always do it when I haven't got like Harry to help me. At the moment I have just this little one, but at home I've got a big like back scrubby thing, and that is what I use to do the tan on my back. So I put the mitt over the top of this, and this little one actually does work for me, and I usually tie it around there with a hair bobble, and then I just go and I do my back. I kind of like reach all different ways, and then blend it in as much as I can that way, and I feel like it works a treat. I think that is everything. I realised I'd forgotten to tell you about the upkeep. That's a really attractive freeze frame of me, by the way. I make sure I moisturise every single day after I've had a shower. The more you moisturise, the more your tan is going to stay on and stay even. It's really, really important to keep moisturised. And I also kind of exfoliate a tiny little bit using my gloves every now and again whilst I shower. It might seem weird to be scrubbing, but if you just do it really gently, it does make it stay on for longer, and it'll be more even when it starts to come off as well. So yeah, and I also do this once weekly, usually on a Wednesday. Fun fact. So that is how I do my fake tan. If you guys would like to keep watching videos from me, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I'll also put all of my social media links down below so you can go follow me on there. I post on Twitter, Snapchat and Instagram every day, multiple times a day. So yeah, go follow me if you'd like, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.